Coming soon from IVP Academic, a new podcast called Behind the Books, featuring the stories and conversations behind and within the publishing process. In our first season, we are joined by Scot McKnight, Lynn Cohick, Nijay Gupta, and a great group of contributors as we explore the second edition of our reference classic, Dictionary of Paul and His Letters. Here are a few snippets from our conversations to whet your appetite for what's to come.
This was a lifetime type experience, one of our career choices that we've made. And every time we can walk by the shelves in libraries or our own libraries or other people's libraries and see one of these dictionaries, you two and I look at those and say, I know a lot about that dictionary. We were involved in that. I think it's been a noble experience, and I believe that we have contributed to the church and to the scholarly world, to the pastoral church world in ways that will bear fruit for a generation.
What the dictionary does is give people, pastors in particular, a richer understanding that a word is not dependent simply on a dictionary definition, but it means something in context. There are different interpretations of that, and that opens up the door for creative preaching. All of a sudden, I'm not just relying on old information or on word studies, but I have a topic, and if I'm preaching on that passage, I get the privilege of hearing an authority on the subject go into depth on the key passages, the key dimensions of the topic in ways that can enrich my preaching and teaching and therefore my congregation and their life.
I think I've learned the importance of letting people kind of take their own path, or recognizing that there's not one path to this thing of academia, of biblical studies, of New Testament studies. Whatever way you've come into it, I'd say pay attention to that and follow God's lead, and don't think you have to mimic other people. The path can be really organic, and that those things that shape you will then shape your work in the future.
Behind the Books launches on Thursday, May 2nd, with new episodes releasing weekly. So subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite shows so that you don't miss an episode.